which is still under crop and animal production. Um, Developing new synthetic breeds includes one, streamlining limitations of upgrading and crossbreeding. And before you start with developing these new breeds, of course, you need to first raise my face and all that. And there is crossbreeding indigenous stock. It involves local breeds, systematic selection for breeding purposes. It involves selecting that particular trait, of course, that you need to be expressed in your final product. And that's organization international agencies since it's very expensive, though there are some private farmers who can manage it. And most of it's undertaken by what? Large organizations, the government and international agencies. And then enduring results with the potential to revolutionize tropical livestock. It has like at the end of it, you can be able to change, okay, change the traits like the tropical livestock traits and all that. And then it's applicable to various livestock, including dairy cattle, goats, sheep, and poultry. The traditional system of cattle production, what we always do in Africa and South Sudan at large, it's associated with humans. Transhumance is a type of pastoral fixed summer and winter pastures. Yeah, this is very common even here in South Sudan amongst our cattle keeping people or tribes. Most of them are always moving between the different seasons. They migrate from different extremely flooded areas to us, like areas. Right? So, historical factors. Yeah, this traditional system, of course, involves these animals adapting to the environmental factors and the historical factors. Another main component of cattle production in the region, yeah, in this traditional system, we have the main component. Mostly, they keep it for beef and pride, let's say prestige. And then the challenges first, including seasonal variations in forage and water. Yeah, this is a very common challenge in South Sudan and family needs. Yeah, there are a few people who practice this mixed farming in South Sudan. However, there is still taxation demand and family demands that come up from the little that they rear. And that class release, these ones are just moving every time. They don't even have time to settle. And then we have the pure transhumans or no permanent residents. These ones they move, though they sit don't have any permanent residence. Move, but not so a lot, like once in a while. And then we have the permanent residents, some cropping, and the long dry season mobility. These ones are a place where during extremely long dry seasons, whereby the cattle have completely nothing to do, they move. And then we have the semi-settled pastoralist, refers to livestock raised by holders who live a semi-nomadic life. Typically, the holder has a permanent residence to which he or she factors. In this semi-settled pastoralists, they have a permanent house. They have their own residence that they always return to, um, maybe during dry seasons or extremely flooded seasons. And then we have the bullet or permanent residence, supplementary cultivation, end of dry season mobility. This one's also they have permanent residence under the bullet type of pastoralist. And then they also do what? They do cultivate, they do cultivate some crops. And then they also do move during the end of dry season mobility, like when it's extremely dry, just like the permanent residents. Yeah. And then we have the settled pastoralists, just like we've had settled, they have moved from some and they've got a suitable place for them, they've settled in it. And then we have the permanent settlement. The permanent settlement, these ones have completely settled, they don't move anymore, they know how to maneuver through the different seasons of the year and all that. They also do arable cropping, grazing during the day. And then traditional pastoralist management, importance of hard size for economic viability, yes. Under this traditional pastoralism, we know very well, even here in South Sudan, most of them keep these cows for what? For economic viability. Second is transition from nomadic to settled systems, yes. The pastoralists that we have in South Sudan also trying to transition from moving up and down to finding a very comfortable place and settling down. And then we have the seasonal phases in cattle management, grazing zones, rest utilization, and head subdivision. Yeah, they are trying to come up, let's say, to the intensive system, or semi-intensive, whereby they have grazing zones, and the animals graze from within, and also they utilize the crop residues for those who practice mixed farming. And then emphasis on milk production. Yes, we know very well the Dinka, the Mundari, and most of the cattle keeping in South Sudan really take a lot of milk, and they're known for milk production, though it is not supplied industrially, but it is highly consumed in their regions and areas. Products, yes. They sell this milk, or they even make soy milk, butter, and even millet or sorghum products from this what? From this milk products. And then intensive methods. Yeah, these intensive methods of farming that we've studied earlier on is where they spend so much money. These animals get proper medication, they get all their food in a confined region. They are provided with hay, grass, everything they need. Like they really invest a lot in this and intensive, and they what? And they're extensive, whereby the animals are just left to go and wander around. But in the end of it, they are confined slightly, and some of the what? Some of the transition into the modern system. That is why they're trying to come up with the semi-intensive and intensive methods in rearing South Sudan. And then stock improvement and breeding centers. Farmers, which I've never had, but probably it's happening somewhere in South Sudan. And then mixed farming enterprises, that is still not so common for us. Our cattle keepers here focus strictly on meat, and then the dowry aspect, which is very common, the wealth, the prestige, and all that, which is still common, but they're trying to transition with all the knowledge. They're trying to transition, maybe focusing on beef and milk production, which in the end will promote the economy of South Sudan. And then beef production in modern systems, mainly it's in Guinea, savanna zones. Indigenous cattle breeds include the Gudali and the Bunaji. These are some local breeds of cattle in Guinea. And then the Endama and Ketuku Burgawa cattle. Management practices in modern beef cattle ranches, production management practice, animal that has been slaughtered, that has been skinned, that has been bled, and the content, every content has been removed. And they're trying to increase the carcass weight, reduce the age at slaughter. Yeah, so that the animals mature really early enough and can be slaughtered at an optimum hybrids and using multiple trait selection indices for feeder, cattle, and fertile replacement heifers and management practices that have a large impact on the sustainability of beef production. And then images showcasing modern beef cattle ranches and cattle breeds. Yeah, and the modern systems, of course, we find always this images. They breed breeds on already. Of farm to table. Now we're going to look at the benefits of farm to table, both for animals and crop plots and the crops that we plant. What is the importance of planting these crops? Like, why is it very important that we eat from our own garden, or we eat from our own garden, or and that farm to table practices often have a significant positive impact on local community health. One is healthy people. By sourcing food from local farms, communities can ensure that their produce is fresh and nutrient rich. Local, which means they retain more nutrients compared to produce that has to be shipped long distances. Directly benefit the overall health of individuals living a farm to table lifestyle. Yeah, as we said, when you're farming for your own home use or for just within, like let's say, yes, for your own home use, you don't usually harvest these things when they are not ready. You make sure you harvest them when they have fully ripened, and meaning you will retain more nutrients compared to those people who harvest it when it is almost getting ripe because this is shipped products. And then second is the healthy community. In addition to providing healthier options, farm to table initiatives also promote a sense of community engagement and connection. When individuals support local farmers by purchasing their products, it creates a direct relationship between consumer and producer. This fosters food comes from. It also encourages people to become more involved in supporting local agriculture, whether through volunteering on farms or advocating for policies that protect small-scale farmers. Yeah, still, it's totally to a healthy community because the more you get food directly from your local farmer, you get to know your local farmers, even you get to know knowledge about how to farm and all that, protect your local farmers from harsh policies and all that. And then eight ways farm to table supports community health. One is fresh and nutrient richness of produce by minimizing the distance and time between harvest and consumption. These methods preserve the natural flavor and nutritional value of fruits and vegetables. This direct sourcing from local farms allows for timely picking of ripe, vital-packed produce, enhancing the overall quality of meals and promoting a healthier lifestyle for consumers. Yes, they're able to get fresh and nutrient-rich produce. Two is local reduces environmental impact. Choosing locally grown fruits and veggies is like giving the environment a friendly helping hand. When this local ground produce makes its way to our plates, they have already won half the battle in the fight against pollution. That's because they haven't traveled miles and miles to get to us, consuming energy along the way. A farm to table means healthy body and healthier planet. So it reduces environmental impacts, just like as I've given examples of pollution. Yeah, from let's say from Mesitu to reach you in Gure would really be a very far journey. And you see how these things are always carried. They always carry them on border borders, or they're left open and all that. It really pollutes a lot. And then consume farmer relationship. Consumer-farmer relationship bear fruit. Yes, the farm-to-table initiatives help foster community engagement and connection by bridging the gap between local farmers and consumers. This effort supports farmers and consumers being closer together, creates opportunities for dialogue and shared understanding. When the farmers, of course, when the consumers go directly to the farmers that are nearby, yeah, it creates that relationship, yeah, and brings them closer. And then better know a food chain. The farm to table movement cultivates a profound sense of trust and appreciation for the origins of our food. Direct relationship between local farmers and consumers cultivates an understanding of the journey from farm to plate. People gain a lesson firsthand the care and dedication that goes into cultivating each ingredient. Yeah, you better know the consumers, of course, know their food chain, how the whole process starts from cultivation to planting, yeah, up to harvest, even storage before the consumer comes to what to buy it. And that encourages volunteerism and advocacy. Farm to table can also inspire individuals to directly engage in local agriculture by volunteering time or advocating for policies that safeguard small scale farmers. When people develop a closer connection to the source of their food, they often feel compelled to take a hands-on role in their community's agricultural landscape. Yes, of course, the more you get close, you know how these things are done. You become a volunteer, you try out the farming in your home and all that. And then you also advocate the safety of your local farmers. And then create healthy options for local schools. Farm to table programs can play a crucial role in affordable produce options to individuals in need. By connecting with nearby farmers and sourcing fresh, locally grown produce, these programs ensure that nutritious meal programs, community gardens, or farmers market, yeah, opportunity for the school children to get fresh food because it will not be so costly. Imagine if it is a farmer within, it will be within what? A initiative can have a transformative impact on people. Direct collaborations with local farmers and establishing a direct link will prevent marginalized security. Finally, farm to table practices can contribute to increased resilience of the food supply chain. One way is through shortened distance between producers and customers. And then fostering local agricultural diversity also has a positive impact. Prioritizing local sourcing and reducing reliance on long distance transportation also reduces vulnerabilities to disruption in the global distribution network. And finally, a direct relationship between farmers and consumers established through farm to table initiatives enables more agile response to changing conditions, such as shifts in demand or unexpected challenges. This promotes stability and sustainability within communities. Improves food security. The food is within. You can easily access it when you don't have at your home. You know the farm is very near. You bring it from Uganda. And then secondly, also in case the consumers lose interest in maybe the quality of what you're producing, the type of the food that you're producing, they can easily give you feedback directly, and it will take shorter time than somebody who is very far. I mean, the producer can easily adjust to what the consumers needs and demand, which increases stability and sustainability, and that's good for all. Of all the reasons why farm to table might support community health, those last few might be the most important. Throughout the world, across most societies, local farming and agriculture was part of every community. in those days or places, when there was a food crisis, everyone was in it together. But in the modern times, food insecurity is a serious issue within many communities. But multiple benefits of farm to table practice help address and minimize this. By prioritizing locally sourced foods, these initiatives make fresh and nutritious options more accessible to everyone, regardless of income level or geographic location, and healthy people make for healthier and stronger communities. Yeah, in the old days, people there was too much unity. Like maybe your neighbor doesn't have food, you always share. It was better trade, literally. Nothing like the money stress and all that. You need this and you have this. You go and so generous compared to us right now. In the modern times, you're broke, it is the problem. You don't have food, it's the problem. And that is a very big challenge causing insecurity in very many communities in the modern time. That is why we suggest the most people to practice the farm to table approach to reduce all this. And then nutritional quality of animal derived foods. Animal products have high contents of protein and fat, particularly saturated fat, meat, fish, eggs, and dairy, and iron together with vitamins such as the B12. And then the nutritional quality of plant-derived foods are plant foods. Plant foods provide important nutrients, including the fiber, vitamins, and minerals, proteins, and unsaturated fats. And then food preservation, or greatly slow down spoilage. Under spoilage, of course, we mean loss of quality, loss of edibility, or nutritive value. Also accelerated by microorganisms. Maintaining or creating nutritional value food. This is culturally dependent, may not qualify in another culture. And then reasons for preserving food. Yeah, foods are preserved for the following reasons. One, to prevent spoilage. Two, to avoid wastage, especially when they are in season. And then to prolong its shelf life. To allow purchase of foods when they are most expensive. To introduce by emergency situation. And then methods for preservation of farm products. One is drying. These are very common methods. Things we do almost every day in our home. Drying, we know what drying is. Smoking, we know what smoking is. Salting, which is another. Maybe you want to prepare your pepper. You to preserve your pepper or even your fish, your meat. We always do that. And then fermentation. Fermentation is one of the oldest traditional methods of food preservation. Food fermentation involves quality attributes that are quite different from the original agricultural raw material. When a food ferments, it produces acids that prevents the growth of organisms that cause spoilage. Fermenting, we always leave it overnight. Yeah, like let's say for the example of milk, whereby you just leave it overnight and the enzymes and the microorganisms, the good microorganisms, of course, what they define it as changed form. It's a completely different protein pad. Roasting is another method of preserving food. This impacts desirable sensory qualities, enhances palatability, reduces anti-nutritional values factors. Peanuts are roasted by stirring in hot sand in a flat bottom frying pot over hot flame. Yeah, examples of foods that we roast, they gave us the peanut or nuts, then blanching enzymes and minimizes oxidative changes leading to deterioration in sensory and nutritional qualities. Blanching is given temperature, yeah, the value of food in water to kill the microorganisms, and then hang in baskets over the cooking area for preservation and drying food. We hang baskets in our kitchen Those days, these days they're not common, but those days where people use firewood, even charcoal, yeah, you hang the basket up so the heat can more reach the food up there. And then hanging and the ability to use a heat source. Foods preserved by this method are sealed in a closed container such as a can, glass or bottle. Such food can for a year. Yeah, we have this canned food, the canned vegetables, the canned meat, and all that we do see around. And then refrigeration and freezing. These methods are one of the most commonly used processes commercially and domestically for preserving a wide range of food, including prepared foodstuffs. Naturally, this requires access to electricity, generated refrigeration system. But if you have this, it is one of the easiest methods to store food. Refrigeration and freezing requires the use of generators. Sorry, the refrigerators. Sorry. It has been thoroughly searched. It has been thoroughly searched over the past decade and is recognized as a safe and wholesome method. It has the potential both of disinfecting dried food to storage losses and disinfecting fruits and vegetables to meet quarantine requirements, spoilage due to sprouting of fruit and crop and tuber crops. Yeah, irradiation, of course, using the irrigation to the radiations to destroy what microorganisms in the food and also stop uh, this food things like Irish from sprouting as you're transporting them a bit long distances. Food products. This can involve one or a combination of the following: washing, chopping, pasteurizing, anything that changes the original components or the original nutrient content of the food is called food processing. You've changed the food to a different thing. Even mere washing, when you lose nutrients, you've processed this food, you've changed it from the way it was harvested from the garden. Another food processing also involves adding components to food, for example, to extend shelf life, or adding vitamins and minerals to improve the nutritional quality of the food, at least for fortification. Yeah, it doesn't involve just changing the losing some nutrients or even changing or changing the food product to a different thing, but it is to your product. And then even use of the shelf, the packaging materials, or even use of the chemicals, the preservatives to extend shelf life of food. This is all what food processing, examples of food processing. And food safety and quality assurance. Food safety is used as a scientific method or discipline describing handling, preparation, and storage of food in ways that prevent foodborne illnesses. It describes handling, preparation, and storage of food in ways that enhance food safety. Another food safety concerns emerge every day with news that someone found metal or a mouse in illness is causing death, or the findings that high levels of arsenic are present in the apple juice or rice. Food safety issues that threaten new food products of extraneous matter, product tampering, pesticides residues, and natural toxins. The most common forms of, let's say, food poisoning uh, include the microbial contamination and the physical contamination. Residue during planting gets into the final product, maybe the natural toxicants, maybe product tampering. You've made your final product, and then somebody tries to open it with dirty hands and all that, and carry all those germs to your food, poisoning it. Quality assurance can be defined as part of quality management, focused on providing confidence that quality requires. You are assure your consumers that you will achieve the quality or the standards set by the government regarding that particular product or reproduce. Yeah. The confidence provided by quality assurance is twofold: internally to management and externally to consumers, government agencies, regulators, certifiers, and third parties. Two ways. The first is your management. You who is producing. You know, we always a manager always has a manager, a bigger manager ahead, right? So to that your management, as I've said, I will deliver to the best quality. Yeah, consuming what have you have made or you've produced. You need to ensure you reach the quality they have expected, or the government agencies, the regulator, and parties. All the rules, all the qualities and the standards they've put, make sure you achieve it. Thank you. That's the end of our first session. Hey, Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Hello. Am I talking to Sarah? Samuel, you're back? This is Sarah. You're back? I told you Sarah to share with me. Let me call her. No, no, no. I want to talk to her. I'm done with session more. I wanted her to end it so I can. It's fine. Let me call her on WhatsApp now, maybe.